Here is my heart. It's one I've spent all this time keeping safe. Bless. That's a very, very sweet overview. Alrighty, a law galaxy. After breakfast, my hurried footsteps accompany the secretaries as they echo in the corridor. We're heading toward the council room. Give me the latest report on the rebellion at the border.
Yes, Your Majesty. 2 days ago, an armed conflict broke out in the Sten Galaxy, a vassal to the Empire. Their former leader was overthrown.
Oh, I love how I just love the power in the dynamics in these cards. Seeing MC being really powerful is pretty damn cool.
The new leader, Helron, has publicly declared succession and is launching an assault on the Empire's Fortress No. 1. The major station there defected during combat and colluded with Sten's forces.
Fortress No. 1 is a strategic choke point on the Empire's border. Its firepower is enough to lock down the entire Stein galaxy. Wait, did she say Stein or Stein? I forgot. Its Empire spear and its shield. If it falls, unrest will inevitably spread to the Heartland. The trader at the border, Mayor Weiss, I presume. Where is he?
After the rebellion was crushed, he was taken to the Empire's most secure prison. Now, he waits for Your Majesty's judgment.
Good. Let him ruminate. There are more pressing matters at hand. Since the rebellion at the Fortress No. 1 has been dealt with, a power vacuum has formed. Spoils must be cleaned. The greedy nobles have already gathered in the council room. They're eager to control the fortress. Who led the campaign against the rebels?
It was the Grand General, Your Majesty.
Is that
His
Zayne?
forces have already taken control of Fortress No. 1.
I think it is.
The Grand General has just arrived at the palace. He's waiting for you in the council room alongside the nobles and ministers.
Yep. Zayne. In the second month of my reign, Zayne left the capital to deal with the rebellions on the border. It's been 6 months since I last saw him. To ignore the limits of his authority again is his idea of a gift. No matter, I'm ready to play his game. Go forth. The finest facade deceive their eyes, and disguise your true heart underneath this guise. Hello, sir! They all look so good in their uniforms. Holy.
Your Majesty.
Oh! Zayne gives me a slight nod of acknowledgement. He looks the same as I remember. Stern, indifferent, almost unchanged. His voice! Goddamn. Under the watchful, scheming eyes of the court. Oh, okay, sure, let's just not read. We need to hurry it up. I smile and walk towards Zayne before rightfully sitting down in the center. Zayne, you spent the last 6 months quelling rebellions. I trust you haven't sustained any serious injuries.
Perhaps it's thanks to Your Majesty's blessing that I remain unscathed.
Have they all lowered their voice in this card? Because I want to make sure they continue this in other cards. Can't help but glance in his direction. Before I can speak, the nobles below use this chance to reveal their accusations, as if I've given them a signal.
Whenever the Grand General pacifies a region, he stations his troops there and refuses to leave.
Xin chào, Loki. Hello, welcome in.
One might think Your Majesty had given him those planets to govern.
The Empire Codex states that one must not seize territories under the Empire's protection in the name of military achievements. All reclaimed territories should be distributed among the nobility by the current ruler.
Oh, I hope the death setup goes well.
And yet the Grand General's takeover of the fortress disregards the Imperial law and Your Majesty's authority. I implore you to punish him for his crimes.
Punish? In unison, every noble bows and silently pressures me. They pretend to uphold the law and defend my honor, but they want to drive a wedge between me and Zayne. I look at Zayne, who has the faintest hint of a smile on his lips. Despite the indictments, he doesn't show any traces of unease. I've seen this expression countless times. I know that Zayne's actions always come with meticulous preparations.
The Lord of Star Sector Number 3 allowed his subordinates to invade a vassal planet, plunder its resources, and destroy its starships. Would that not constitute an abuse of power?
What?
Star Sector Number 2 has been underreporting its tax revenue. If paid in full, the arrears could cover the Empire's military budget for 5 years. Imperial law also states that the punishment for such a crime is exile.
Okay, T.
Smuggling for profit, imposing extortionate levies, misappropriating supplies, falsifying production reports. These are all capital offenses the Empress must judge.
Blah, blah, blah. Proper name, place.
Since all of you hold the Imperial law in such high regard,
I watched it again because of that.
let us abide by
line.
it. I presume there are no objections.
Oh, cluck it. Cluck it, husband. I suppress the urge to laugh. When it comes to governing the Empire, Zayne and I have no fundamental disagreements. The galaxy Zayne pacified are safer in his hands compared to those nobles.
Don't
still.
change the subject, Zayne. We're talking about you seizing Imperial territory for yourself.
I would call it protecting Her Majesty's territory from parasites.
Yes! Say it!
You...
Parasite!
Setting other matters aside, the jurisdiction of Fortress Number 1 concerns Imperial defense. Only Her Majesty has the authority to decide its fate.
Listen, Noble B, chill. Noble A, speak faster. I love seeing this dark side of Zayne, like the more aggressive side of Zayne. It's great. Makes me
Wouldn't
happy.
the Grand General's unauthorized takeover
Enjoy your look, GU.
be considered an overreach of his authority?
She needs to speak like just a half speed faster. This is precisely what I've been considering. Zayne has certainly accomplished a great deal. He has restored order to the land, yet in turn he has quietly amassed more power. Although the nobles have remained silent, a good number maintain contact with Zayne in secret. The silence in the council room speaks of where their true loyalties lie. It's time to make a decision. Execute everyone, I'm tired! And I shall deal with it myself. Okay, hold on. If I execute everyone, would the card just end? Be honest. Would it just go straight to the end? Queen behavior, by the way. Just let them eat cake. Like, just execute them more. I'm tired. I've got better things to do. No, it'll just go to text overlay and that's it. We'll have some sort of outro and that's it. Okay, I believe for the purpose of reading a card, then I shall deal with it myself. This is the opportunity I've been waiting for. Incompetent nobles, inflexible ministers, none of them is worthy of my trust. Zayne could have been that person, but as of this moment, I can no longer read his intentions. So, I shall deal with it myself. It was a nonchalant announcement.
There's no precedent for this.
As of today, there is. Please consult the Codex. Is there anything that forbids of Empress from directly ruling her territory? The nobles exchange uncertain glances. For them, submitting to me is still a better alternative than submitting to Zayne. The deciding factor is Zayne's attitude. I've been closely observing his reaction.
Fortress Number 1 is yours, Your Majesty.
Oh, obedient. I have you to thank for quelling the rebellion, Grand General. And just like that, the fate of the disputed territory is settled. The nobles' faces fall, their eyes darting between Zayne and me. They're searching for any sign of a conspiracy. Even if I flicker of doubt, will Zayne truly let it end like this? To keep Zayne in check, this is hardly enough. Reclaiming Galaxy is only the first step. I need to gauge Zayne's current military strength in case the worst comes to pass.
I will withdraw my troops as soon as possible to complete the process, Your Majesty.
There's no rush. Have other uses for your troops, Grand General. According to tradition, the Empress's coronation ceremony is a months-long affair. It culminates in a grand military parade. However, because of the uprising in the Stein Galaxy, Zayne ordered to take the main fleet to the border. The military parade was indefinitely postponed. It's time to hold the parade. The location will be Fortress Number 1, my newly claimed territory. Zayne?
I have no objections.
Oh, he's very obedient. With a radiant smile on my face, I turn to the nobles. You'll gather your armies and participate as well. It's settled then. If there's nothing else, all of you are dismissed. Before the nobles could react, the guards stationed outside the room enter because of my orders. They escort them out. Escort? Okay. Faced with the guards' weapons, they can only swallow their protests and leave. Each mulls over their own thoughts. Hi Billy, welcome in. The innocent return home and the guilty are sent to prisons on the border. Wait, Zayne. I call out to him in a voice loud enough for everyone to hear. Stay at the palace tonight. Okay, MC. She's so blatant. I lead Zayne through the corridors as we head to the room that was prepared for him. Did you see the looks on those nobles' faces when I asked you to stay? Suspicious, prying, suggestive. Wanting a good show, they were eager to see what would transpire.
I imagine most won't be sleeping well tonight.
Yeah. Satisfied with my victory, I turn to face Zayne and walk backward with a spring in my step. He can stay in my room. They're already placing bets on us.
On whether you'll kill me?
Oh! On how I'll kill you. I admit, some of the ideas have been inspirational.
Congratulations.
Oh, we are psychotic freaks in these cards.
The fact that you're aware means your influence is greater
Congrats.
than what their intuition tells them.
Hi Espercat, welcome in. How are you? That's not the reaction I was hoping for. I turn back around and quicken my pace. Chop chop. Your supporters grow in numbers every day. More planets pledge their allegiance to you. As for me, it doesn't matter how great my influence is. An empress such as myself is still dispensable. Silence. Silence! Hangs in the air behind me. I wonder what Zayne is thinking. Quite some time has passed before he speaks.
You've never been one to let others sway you.
You know me so well. A branch reaches in the corridor, which blocks my path. Unwillingly to bow my head, I stop beneath it and turn to face Zayne. Oh hey. Hey Pookie. What does my preceptor think of my decision in the council room? I deliberately enunciate the old title as if to provoke him.
I was under the impression we were past that once you ascended the throne.
How so? Do you remember this tree? We planted it years ago. It's been here all this time, yet it's never bloomed. Back then I was the only crown princess while Zayne was already the Grand General with several medals. He commanded the army and oversaw the Empire's most prestigious military academy. Eager to learn the art of politics from a master, I sought him out. When I returned to the palace, Zayne was the only person I could trust and depend on during the struggle for the throne. Oh, did I read your mind, Ali? This tree symbolized our alliance and the trust we once shared.
You were an excellent learner.
Thank you, teacher. Zayne picks up garden shears and begins pruning that overgrown branches.
You used the military parade as a pretense to gauge the strength of my forces. In addition, you kept me here in front of everyone and used our association as a warning to the nobles.
Sorry, the snipping in the background is very distracting.
Killing two birds with one stone. It was a clever move.
Why, thank you. I'm a mastermind. Has it ever occurred to you that he meets my gaze and I don't look away? I asked you to stay because we haven't... Whoa! I asked you to stay because we haven't seen each other in a long time. It wasn't necessarily because I wanted to intimidate the nobility. The journey from the border to the Empire is long. You need to properly rest. Zayne is momentarily stunned. Seeing him at a loss for words improves my mood. The room is just ahead. You've used it before, so I doubt you need me to show you the way. Before? How many times before? Was this walk always short? What a shame. I wanted to see Zayne's speeches for a little longer. She's feisty in these cards, like super blatant and a freak. I love it. Holding my head high, I pass under the tree and walk away. Just like that. She got him wrapped around her little finger. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Cheers. Was that 3 years ago? Please tell me it was 3 years ago. In the study, Zayne and I sit across from each other, and a holographic screen is between us. The combat simulation is about to begin. The Empire's deployments have been adjusted according to my new defense protocol. The simulation will test its viability. Zayne attacks while I defend. The simulation ends when the Empire falls. Oh, hey, cutie. This protocol is my chance to prove myself as a crown princess. I'm taking this very seriously, which means Zayne will show no mercy.
Checkmate. Your defenses are impeccable, Your Highness. Your execution, however, could be improved.
Okay, so why is this giving kitty cards? Stop mocking me. I'll defeat you in the next round. This is giving kitty cards. Hi, Quill. Welcome in. I like to play Freaker League by Beady Babylon.
I'm looking forward to it.
And I'm seeing these cards be like, is somebody gonna match my freak? Is somebody gonna match my freak? No, for real. Like, it's freaky deaky. And I'm new to the game. I successfully avoid making my previous mistakes and gradually take control of the board. I triumphantly look at Zayne, but he still appears certain about his victory. When I realize something's amiss, the tables have turned. My troops are forced to retreat and recovery is impossible.
Is there a need to play this out?
Damn it, why can't I beat him? It doesn't matter what I do. The defense protocol is sound, but my pride is now on the line. Take back move. Cheat? Cheat! It's not over yet. Give me a moment to think. Pretending to contemplate, I let my gaze drift to the window. Zayne, why hasn't the tree we planted bloomed yet? As I hoped, Zayne follows my gaze.
It's possible that now's not the time. Some trees don't blossom in their first year.
Blah, 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 proper name, please! While he's distracted, I quickly mute the simulation and stealthily reassign one of my military units to my command.
And some trees bloom when you're not looking.
I meet Zayne's gaze. Like a deer in headlights.
Change it back.
So you see, cheating is a skill. Cheating is a skill. Cheating is a skill. Laugh out loud.
All right.
It's
However,
kitty cards,
I
telling
caught you red-handed, so your attempt failed.
Take back move. I made a misplay. I want to take back that move. Without waiting for Zayne's answer, I reach for the undo button and try to rewind the battle to the point before his counterattack.
I'm afraid that's prohibited.
Prohibited? Why was so formal in kitty cards? Before I can touch the button, a layer of ice freezes it. Oh.
Don't give me that look. When you invited me here, you promised me that I could be merciless, no?
It's not like I need to cheat to beat you. It's midnight, the brutal score of 12-0 flashes before my eyes. Refusing to accept defeat, I hit the start button again. MC!
Your Highness, it's time for me to leave.
Zayne stands up. Finish this game with me. You can stay the night if you must. I'm crying. Oh my god! Hi, Hi, Raiders! Welcome in. Oh. Hi, Raiders! Sorry for the delay. Nico, you sweet bean. Welcome in. How was your stream? How was lads? Hi, Raiders. Welcome. How was lads? We're currently playing Zayne's card right now. Chat, go follow Nico. Nico's a sweetheart and always so supportive over here. Also, Azza, no worries. I hope you feel better soon with the headaches. I'm so sorry to hear that. I didn't realize how funny this card was gonna be. Ree!
Are you up for a joy?
Ree, thank you for the 48!
Where do you want to take me?
Love you, bestie.
Guess.
Hey! Thank you, Ree. Oh my gosh, we're almost at 50 months. I can't believe I've been streaming for that long.
Hey JC, hi chat Jenna Wave.
That's actually crazy. Ree, how are you? Happy New Year! How's things? How's the job hunt going? How's all the good stuff? Hey Cosmic, welcome in. Good to see you. Good morning. Rise and shine. Oh, I forgot I don't have sound. Sorry. Morning. Rise and shine. Good morning. How are we? I hope we're doing well. Nico, if you need a raid and run, please do, by the way, love. Go look after yourself. We're currently playing Zayne's new 5-star card. I appreciate the raid. Chat, if you're not following Nico, please do again. Nico is a sweet bean. He's always here to support us and send the good vibes. Job hunt is kind of meh, but it's like I'm okay recovering from a cold. Take it easy. Take it easy and enjoy your time off. That's what I'm going to say. You just never know when you're going to get that back again, for real. No, I haven't. I haven't got Caleb yet. We tried at the start of stream, but Gacha gods are not nice to me. We got Silas, Zayne, and Xavier. So I'm waiting to get Caleb. I lost 50-50 to Xavier for Caleb. And then once we pull Caleb, if we get crate or before crate, then on crate I'll use it on Raph and just get all the 5 guys because why not? But we'll see. We'll see. Oh no, Rhea, I'm so sorry to hear. I really hope it picks up for you. Make sure to look after yourself. I'm so sorry. Sometimes things can be pretty rough. I'm sending you all the hugs and good vibes. I really hope you're okay. Just know we're here for you. We are here for you, bestie. Alright, MC. Let's see how far she'll take it. Zayne silently glances at her clasped hands.
It would be inappropriate of me to spend the night in the Crown Princess's living quarters.
Who cares about what's appropriate? If you insist on leaving, I'll assume you're afraid of losing to me. Okay, MC!
It's time for you to rest.
Doctor's orders. I don't need that. I need to figure out how to beat you.
What are you willing to sacrifice for victory?
He's so close that I can see my reflection in his eyes. I'm still wearing the expression of someone who refuses to lose. Don't think you can trick me into letting go. He taps the screen with his finger, which catches my attention. He's indicating a key strategic fortress, one I have captured early in the game. For a moment, I don't understand what he's implying.
To win a war, you must sacrifice something important.
Oh, are we getting serious?
Look, Your Majesty, it's the Valkyrie.
Empress's mothership. My thoughts are interrupted by the mate's voice. I collect myself and look out the window of the mothership's observation deck. Wait, hold on. That was a really wholesome moment with Zayne MC. What the hell are you? That was delicious. I want more. The numbers from countless combat simulations appear before me as formations of battleships span across the starry expanse. To win, I must sacrifice something important. Wise words from Zayne. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the nobles are captivated by Zayne's formidable starship fleet. It's what now? It's exactly as I've hoped. When my hold on the throne was still precarious, Zayne played the part of my adversary. He drew the animosity of the scrutiny of the nobility away from me. Now the nobles are more or less under my control, but Zayne's power can't be considered a simple counterweight. He has become the greatest obstacle to rule over my empire. To reclaim my power as Empress, the first one to be sacrificed must be... He enters.
Your Majesty, it's time for your speech.
Here we go, I guess. Here we go. The platform I'm standing on slowly rises as the comms channel opens. The entire Imperial army waits patiently for my speech. I rein in my gaze and my thoughts and read from the prepared script. The words I wrote. Platitudes about the Empire's future, the Empress's glory, and Zayne displayed extraordinary merit in quelling the rebellion at Fortress Number 1. He has personally trained countless brilliant military minds and laid the foundation for the Empire's order. I recite Zayne's achievements without even glancing at my script. In regard to everything he's done for the Empire, no one knows them better than I do. I once believed he was shouldering my burdens, only later did I realize that what he had secured for himself was more than I had ever imagined. Zayne is the Empire's sharpest sword and its most silent guardian. Even historians known for their stern conciseness were willing to make an exception and lavish extra ink on Zayne's achievements that left behind a rare commendation. It is said that during the military parade in the cosmic year 649, the Empress read aloud his contributions to the Empire from sunrise to sunset before finishing the list. But let us skip past the grand highlights of the ceremony to witness a minor, unexpected incident. It was this interlude that gave the tense parade a name fondly remembered in the streets and alleys for generations, except from the rise and the fall of the Cosmic Empire. With the stars as my witness, I shall bestow upon Zayne the Imperial Medal on behalf of the Cosmic Empire. Zayne stands before me, his back to the crowd, his gaze rests on me. My fingers fumble with the clasp, but the medal refuses to be fastened. I become impatient, and my movements grow clumsy. Zayne slightly bends down to make it easier for me. His voice is tinged with amusement, and his breath is so close that it almost caresses my neck.
You appear to be rather reluctant to bestow this medal, Your Majesty.
Having secured the pin, I take this opportunity to pat him twice in the chest. A little harder than necessary. It's under the pretext of smoothing his uniform. You've taken another prize from me. Did you expect me to celebrate with fanfare?
In any case, I've prepared a gift for you, Your Majesty.
Before long, a sword is brought forth. It gleams with a chilling light. This material is blade silver. Blade silver is a remarkable hard alloy, and weapons forged from it are exceptionally sharp. The key mineral for its synthesis is found only in the Stein galaxy. The forging technique is exclusive to their people. What is the meaning behind this gift? Listen, I love swords, so I'll take that any day. Under the watchful eyes of all present, Zayne gets down on one knee and presents the weapon to me.
Blade silver is resilient and unbreakable. I present this sword to Your Majesty in the hopes that the bond between us will prove to be indestructible. May the Empire grow stronger under your reign.
The Grand General is swearing fealty to the Empress. Does this mean they're no longer rivals?
Will the Grand General truly be content to stand in the Empress's shadow?
He did say TikTok times 2 speed. Amidst the whispers, I lower my gaze towards Zayne. The sword he holds casts a shadow over his face, which obscures his expression, yet I can see the sheath engraved with my favorite flower, jasmines. Did you have these carved for me?
Yes.
Wait, that's so beautiful. All this effort, are you trying to rekindle what we once had? Everyone around us holds their breath. They're waiting to see how Zayne will respond to my pointed question. Composed, Zayne rises and fastens the sword to my belt with practiced ease, just as I'm about to step back. He wraps an arm around my waist and holds me in place. You. He cuts me off calmly.
Has it ever occurred to you that I'm simply keeping a promise? I said I'd give you a proper weapon as a gift for your coronation.
A man with his words, and stays true to his words. His words catch me off guard. Is this a counterattack from when I told him that he needed to properly rest?
The rebellion was unforeseen. I'm afraid I was late by 210 days. Fortunately, you're still willing to accept it, Your Majesty.
210 days. It has been exactly 210 days since he left. She was counting too. I don't remember if I refuted him. Oh. The ceremony became known as a Jasmine Festival. For a long time afterward, a belated gift was called the Empress's Jasmine. So, traveler walking amongst the stars, should you find yourself regrettably absent for one of life's pivotal moments, do not forget to bring a bouquet of jasmines. Oh, that's so sweet! Wait! That was beautiful! The military parade has ended. I'm back in my room and staring at my reflection in the mirror. My gaze falls to the sword at my waist. There is inexplicable irritation in my heart, an itch I couldn't scratch. I accepted Zayne's gift, but I have no idea what he's trying to imply.
There's no need to be upset with the sword, Your Majesty. Let me stow it away in the darkest corner of the cosmos. I promise, you'll never lay eyes on it again.
She reaches for it, but I don't let it go. It's a beautiful sword. Unconsciously, I run my hand over the sheath. The embossed jasmine petals are cool and defined. They're like him. Only now do I realize that it wasn't the sword that bothered me, it was the way he presented it. He was so composed and assured as if he knew I'd keep it. Seeing my silence, the maid smiles and presents a beautiful dress.
Your Majesty, you manage countless affairs of the Empire. Even when you're at the border, you oversee every detail. You should take some time to unwind. A ball is being held for the soldiers later. If you make an appearance, I'm sure many will line up to dance with you. You could choose any fine gentleman. Perhaps you'll forget about the Grand General then.
Who said he was on my mind? My fingertips rest on the last jasmine petal of the sheath as I narrow my eyes. Indeed, I need to unwind. I love how even the maid knows. I love how she knows. Bridgerton? No, truly. When I step into the brilliantly lit ballroom, all conversation ceases. Even the music falters for a beat. Filled with awe, curiosity, or reverence, dozens of eyes turn to me, smiling. I raise a glass to toast the room. At ease, everyone, I'm here for a dance, not an inspection. He's definitely on my mind. He's definitely on my mind. I'm probably in his mind too. The music resumes and a young officer approaches me. His ears are red.
Your Majesty?
Oh my god, he's so
May
scared
I
of
have
her.
the honor of this dance?
Oh my god, he's so scared of us! My gaze travels from his epaulets to his boots before settling back on his nervous expression. Almost instinctively, I begin to analyze his background rank, posture, even the tone of his voice, and most importantly, his motives. Then I realize I'm analyzing a young man who only mustered up the courage to ask me for a dance. My maid's words ring true. I've been trapped in the Empire's game for too long. It's time to try some of life's simple joys. My first dance is yours.
Yes, Your Majesty. I will always be loyal to you.
Oh. His unfiltered display of fondness makes me smile. His candid admiration and reverence. Haven't I been looking for those? For some reason, my thoughts drift back to Zayne. Today he pledged his loyalty to me before everyone, but where does his heart truly lie? I place my hand in the young soldier's and walk toward the center of the dance floor under everyone's gaze. He won't even dare to look at me, and I feel awkward. I'm unsure of how I can dance with someone like this. Does he have two left feet? The ballroom door swings open, and sudden noise brings the orchestra to a halt. I want to hear a gasp. It better be zany. It feels as though the air has been sucked from the room. Only a frozen silence remains. Oh my god, he's Elsa. He's fucking Elsa. The cold never bothered me anyway. A familiar set of footsteps echoes across the floor. The crowd parts like the tide, and Zayne comes to a stop before me. Yeah, I knew it.
Find someone else for your first dance.
That boy will never ask someone else ever again. That boy has been stripped of his dreams and ambitions of wanting to ask a woman to dance for the first time. That boy has been scarred for life. Never again.
Yes, sir.
Young soldier jolts like a new recruit being called on. He salutes before hurrying away. I stare at my empty palm. You scared off my dance partner. Zayne extends his hand as an invitation to dance.
In that case, I'll be his replacement.
Okay!
After the military parade, rumors say we're in the midst of a power struggle. Supposedly, we're conspiring to fool the nobles and claim the fortress as our private property.
Oh my god, is this tug of war? Hello?
Those looking to pick a side between us are watching. So, shall we take this opportunity to reinforce our alliance?
You betcha. Getting a sincere invitation out of you is almost impossible. As we move to the center of the dance floor, the orchestra strikes up a melody I know all too well. Okay. Now that Once Upon a Dream is somehow in this event, I'm hoping this is an opportunity where they use it in this card. I look up and meet Zayne's mirthful gaze. Do you still remember the steps?
It's been a long time.
This was the first formal dance I performed at my debutante as a crown princess. Zayne was the one who practiced with me back then. Wait, that's so cute! During the ball, he took my hand and led me onto the dance floor. With a sea of calculating, suspicious glares around us, he offered his support and trust. But now, can we even say one honest word to each other again? During our dance, I lean in as we turn and speak softly. Why did you actually try to find me tonight?
Perhaps I simply wanted to dance like your majesty.
I don't believe you. It's because I can't bring myself to focus entirely on the dance. You're here to keep an eye on me. You won't let me win over your soldiers. It's a cunning move.
How many people were you planning to dance with tonight?
Before I process his words, Zayne's hand presses into my waist. I spin with the music and realize I can only find balance within his grasp. Is he jealous? The music swells to its most passionate crescendo. Ah! Couples hold their partners close as they spin and weave across the parquet. The dance floor turns into a swirling vortex. Seeing this side of Zayne is a rare treat. I seize the opportunity to whisper a wicked joke into his ear. I haven't decided yet. It depends on what I can get out of it. Zayne, you've always had good taste. Why didn't you help me pick one? Listen, if they're not gonna do it in the music, I'm gonna do it myself. For example, that man over there.
He has a family.
Oh. Then the one.
He has sworn an oath of abstinence to the stars.
Abstinence to the stars? Brother. I fear you'll still be dead in abstinence. Am I supposed to believe that? What about the young soldier from before? I'm so busy looking around that I miss the music shifting to its languid finale. I step on Zayne's foot. The arm at my waist suddenly tightens and I pull into his embrace.
What kind of game are you playing tonight? Is there a reason that forbids you from choosing me?
Unable to break free, I meet his gaze without backing down. My playful mood is gone. It's replaced by a nameless, irresistible impulse. Are you asking because I won't consider you, or is it that you've never given me the chance to? I can see what every single person in this room wants from me. Plain, raw, and within my control. But you're the only one I can't read, even when you're standing right in front of me. Zayne releases his grip.
The allure of that fervor, adoration, and worship is fleeting. You'll tire of it eventually. What you truly need is...
Your popsicle? As the first dance ends, fireworks bloom! Fireworks! Fireworks! Fireworks bloom against the night sky. Everyone's gaze is drawn to the brilliant display outside. The fireworks drown out Zayne's words, yet the impulse within me has been ignited. Kiss him? I wasn't wrong. I wasn't far off from popsicle. Get your head out the gutter, chat. Popsicle? Eating? Lips? Yes! Do it! I push Zayne into a shadowy corner of the ballroom and kiss him. It isn't particularly passionate, but it's enough to make Zayne's thoughts stop. Now he's focused solely on me. Okay? Okay? MC Brat Teamer? As fireworks illuminate the sky once more, Zayne leans in. His kiss takes away the words I was about to say. I have to say, Zayne has a really delicious kiss. Zayne's VA knows how to fucking kiss. Kiss and eat that mic. I know his prior rationality has evaporated at that moment on this very night. Oh, they're in the room. They ran to the room. They ran to the chambers. As dazzling fireworks light up the ball, Zayne and I slip away unnoticed. We hold each other close as we hurry down the corridor and tumble into my bedchamber. I knew it. We're in the bedchamber. His kisses fall like rain and melt into me like fresh snow. My heart finds itself dancing to a frantic rhythm. Oh, that's poetry. Oh, it's a nightly rendezvous song. We know it's spicy. Wait, hold on. I can't save any of that. Forget about etiquette, politics. Forget about all those other reasons.
Tonight, I'm the only one you need.
Yes, sir.
Tonight, I'm the only one you need.
Yes! Sir! Hi, Drax, welcome in. Perfect timing. I won't uncover his secrets, outwit his sharp mind, or control his destiny. All I want is him at this moment. Whoa! Jump scare. The afterglow of our passion hangs in the air. I stir and roll over before waking up in Zayne's arms. My mind is blank. The ornate patterns on the ceiling swim before my eyes, and it takes me a moment to remember where I am. Zayne is asleep. He's breathing deep. However, his brow is furrowed as if he's troubled by his dreams. What are you thinking about? My handsome husband. I smooth the worry from his forehead, but then my bracelet abruptly buzzes against my wrist. My secretary is calling in the middle of the night. I feel my eyebrow twitch. I clap a hand over the bracelet before I can wake Zayne. I want to use that line in the afterglow of our passion. For some reason, a sense of foreboding rises in my heart. I slip out of bed as quietly as possible, leaving the bedchamber. I answer the call. Oh, Alyssa, you missed out a good smooch session.
Your Majesty, we just received a confession from Major Wace at the border prison.
Wait, is this the man that is in abstinence to the stars? Is that another man? I'm losing track of these men. Go on.
Major Wace has confessed that the mastermind behind the Fortress Number 1 rebellion is the Grand General.
I hydrated at the wrong time. Okay, but I kind of think we saw this coming, right? Because we're tired and want to execute everyone anyway. There's only silence. Silence! Oh wait, no, the card is... Wait, the Catch-22 card was like this, wasn't it, chat? Silence! Like his back was literally to us. Keep going.
According to Major Wace, the Grand General had long coveted Fortress Number 1 as a means to expand his forces, and had been contacting him frequently in private.
Damn, Secretary working overtime getting this information, this mole-like information. She's a mole.
During Sen's rebellion, the Grand General promised him a substantial reward and a promotion. He persuaded him to abandon the fortress and defect to Sten. But the Grand General went back on his word and arrested him for treason. As a result, Wace decided to tell us everything.
A conspiracy always seems simple once it's laid bare. When I return to my bedchamber, should I confront Zayne, lay the cards on the table, or should I kill him? Now listen, what was it again, Queen? In the afterglow of your passion with Zayne, do I to kill or not to kill? Oh, Drex, I appreciate you. We do cry in Love and Deepspace though, unfortunately, because it is love and depression, so you'll see me cry regardless. Waze refused to speak about his defections since his arrest, yet after all this time, the first words out of his mouth were accusations against Zayne. How credible is his confession? My thoughts churn into chaos. However, one thing is clear. I have an opportunity. Regardless of the truth, this is all I need to topple Zayne from his position. I won't have any rivals left to challenge my authority, and the concept of balancing royal authority can be erased from the Empire's history. But I touch the red mark on my neck. It's where the warmth of Zayne's touch still lingers.
Your Majesty, shall we continue with the investigation?
Investigate discreetly and do not alert Zayne.
Understood.
Ooh. Ooh. This is getting juicy. Oh, there's tea. Oh, they had a messy bed. When morning arrives, it isn't birdsong or sunlight streaming into the bedchamber that wakes me. Rather, it's the warmth of Zayne's arms against my back. He's a back man, I'm telling you! He worships our back! I turn and see he's already awake. Rise and
Good morning,
shine!
Your Majesty. Good morning, Your Majesty.
Rise and shine. Oh, he's so beautiful. Oh my god, he's so handsome. Back shots, yes! We definitely received back shots last night. I said that a little too loudly. I think my neighbors heard me, but anyways, we're moving on. I don't think the Grand General is supposed to say good morning to his Empress in a place like this.
Doesn't it lend credence to the rumors that we are conspiring for power?
I note the hint of a smile on Zayne's lips and glare at him, pressing an exasperated hand to my forehead. I push him and swing my legs out of bed. Oh my god, I thought it said I swing my legs over him. I'm like, round two, sure. Back to back. Morning after. My feet land on something soft. I look down, our clothes are strewn all over the floor. As if on cue, a knock comes from the door. My headache worsens.
Your Majesty, the foreign minister
Wait,
is
we have a
waiting for
headache?
you at the door. Halron, the Stain Galaxy's leader, would like to negotiate.
Wait, where did the headache come from? Oh, we got a visitor. Hello! I turn to look at Zayne, who's already getting out of bed and calmly pulling on his shirt. His bracelet beeps. After fastening the last button,
Grand General, where are you? The foreign minister is looking for you. The Stein Galaxy's leader, Halron, has requested to begin negotiations with the Empire.
Understood. I'm on my way to the council room.
Given the urgent situation, there's no time to worry about appearances. Let's go together.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Okay, all my voice lines are going to be heavy breathing, kissing, and then everything with Your Majesty.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Good morning, Your Majesty. As you wish, Your Majesty. Back shots, Your Majesty. Would you like to go again, Your Majesty?
Your Majesty, Grand General? What are you...
Oh.
Ahem. This is convenient. I'll ask the people I sent to find the Grand General to return at once.
Council room.
15 minutes ago, we received the latest intel. Stein's forces have arrived at the edge of the Allure Galaxy.
Ali, we're talking about MC's headache. Sorry, the way I couldn't leave her with that. I had to clarify that situation before everyone thinks we literally have a headache in chat. It's just MC's political headache. MC's headache of boom shaka lacking was in. 15 minutes ago, we received the latest intel. Stein's forces have arrived at the edge of the Allure Galaxy.
The rebel leader, Halron, is leading the delegation.
I don't know, man. If this is a rebel leader, Halron, he sounds like hell to me. He's bold to leave Stein after his coup. Has he already stabilized his position?
There are still many within Stein who oppose Halron. The main reason is his regicide and usurpation. That's why he's desperate to find an external enemy.
Oh, we got that much of a hard headache that we crashed. Stream crashed? Please? MC's headache broke stream. Thank you for the hydro. Wait, can someone please send me the definition of regicide and usurpation? I've never heard of these words before. Hydrate. I feel like we're learning a lot in these cards. Sorry, and you missed this because stream crashed.
That's why he's desperate to find an external enemy. He needs to convince his people
Okay.
that he's not a usurper. Rather, he simply replaced a weak, incompetent leader.
So this enemy is the Empire, me. I turn to Zayne, who stands before the holographic map. You're well informed on their internal affairs.
I'm merely doing my duty.
Zayne zooms in on the map. He's focused on the current position of Halron's fleet. Regicide, the action of killing a king. Oh. And I'm assuming usurpation is the queen or empress?
Halron's fleet has adopted a battle formation. They're ready to open fire at a moment's notice.
Your Majesty, these negotiations might be nothing more than a formality, but many of the smaller galaxies affiliated with the Empire are watching. The best course of action would be for you to appear in person.
Regicides killing the monarch or takes part. So what is usurpation? Usurper. Deceit. Oh, the deceased monarch. Thank you. Learn something new. Halron is truly a golden standard for these opportunistic rats. Then again, I could make an example out of him. I currently need something like that. Before I can respond to the foreign minister, Zayne speaks up.
I'll go.
Oh.
I faced Halron on the battlefield before. I'm the person who knows him best.
It's a plausible reason. However, considering the classified report I received last night, I can't help but suspect that Zayne might be colluding with Halron in secret. If galaxies are waiting to see my responses, then why should I hide behind the Grand General? We'll go together. Besides, the situation is volatile. Who knows? This might be the last time we ever see each other. Zayne chuckles softly, but he quickly composes himself and turns to his subordinate.
Select a suitable battleship and ensure the escort fleet is ready for battle. Be prepared for any contingency.
Yes, sir.
There's no need for that. We'll take the Valkyrie. I'm familiar with its specs. Oh, we're here. Oh, I forgot about Games of Thrones. Forgot about the Targaryens calling them the usurper. Okay, it's coming back to me. The diplomatic fleet consisting of the Valkyrie and several escort spaceships departs from Fortress Number 1. Out of the bedroom, I pull up the screen in front of my seat. I tap it a few times and the display is flooded with red warnings. Classified files, access denied. The security measures are second to none.
Warning, warning. Unidentified battleship detected. The Valkyrie has been targeted.
Oh shit. What's happening? Trouble arrives sooner than I expected. A bright flash erupts outside the window. It's followed by a violent shudder that rocks the entire battleship. Here we go. Is that Halron's fleet?
Hold on tight. The escorts are following emergency protocols.
Zayne pushes me back to my seat almost by reflex and fastens my safety harness. Above his head, a panel conduits crashes down. I grab his arm and pull him toward me. You should be careful too.
Thank you.
The escort spaceships try to draw their fire. The Halron's attack is brutally straightforward. They ignore the escorts and focus all of their firepower on the Valkyrie. As the battle rages, the auto-navigation system becomes unreliable. Zayne switches to manual control. The Valkyrie charges forward in an attempt to break through their encirclement. I bite my lip and glance at Zayne. His brow was as furrowed as mine. Zayne is working with Halron. Then what's happening?
The main power module has been damaged. Please land immediately.
The nearest landing site.
The view outside is strikingly familiar. Memories from long ago surface in my mind as Zayne and I speak in unison.
Planet Valkyrie.
It's a planet Zayne and I know very well, for the Imperial Military Academy was here previously. Without saying another word, Zayne pulls up the coordinates and initiates the warp. The violent aftershocks from the warp rock the battleship. An involuntary tremor runs through me, and I clench my fists. Suddenly, I feel warmth in the back of my hand. I look down to see that Zayne is holding my hand. This might be the end. Do you have any last words for me? Oh shit.
I'm sorry.
Please! Please! What? The shield barrier slams down in front of us, but the massive impact still makes my vision go black. I lose consciousness. What? Valkyrie Military Academy hangar. Hazy afternoon light filters through the air. Today is the Crown Princess's coming-of-age ceremony, and the military academy has given everyone a day off. They're currently participating in the festivities. The Crown Princess herself, me, is exhausted from the endless flattery and nice ties, so I've slipped away. This is the only time the hangar is empty. I duck inside the ajar gate and rows of training spacecraft. I venture deeper into the cavernous space. My gaze lands on the brand new battleship that's docked at the far end of the row, Valkyrie. Named after the Empire's most prestigious military academy, she has to be the state of the art. Let's do a test flight at least. Dude. That was a flashback, I assume. Or her memory. Open the hatch, hop into the pilot's seat and peel the protective film from the console. Then I pull out a fingerprint mold. I went through so much trouble to get his fingerprint from Zayne's sunglasses. It better work. Press the mold against the ignition panel and the authorization light flashes green. Ecstatic, I pat the pilot's seat. I knew Zayne's fingerprint would work.
Where are you running off to, Your Highness?
Just as I'm about to fire up the engines and fly off into the thrilling unknown, Zayne's voice cuts through the speakers. He looks so good! Zayne, my preceptor subordinate, the bane of my existence, and the guardian of record listed on my academy registry until today. Staring at me through the screen, he's standing before the battleship with his sunglasses on. How he figured out I was here is beyond me. Steeling myself, I jab the ship's comms button. I'm ready to project the unyielding authority of the mature crown princess. Move aside, otherwise I'll run you over. Wait! So what was that before? Was that something she remembered? Like a brief memory when she was unconscious? Zayne smiles.
Be my guest. But if you fail to silence me, I'm doubling tonight's lesson on tactical deployment.
This man loves to silence people. You. I slump back into the seat. Grand General, you're one of Empire's priceless treasures. Would anyone dare to lay a hand on you? Not ready to admit defeat, I slam the comms button again. I'm not going anywhere. I'm tired. Surely I can take a nap here. Good afternoon. Oh, this whole part's a memory. Dozing off, I close my eyes. A moment later, I feel someone sit down beside me.
Your breathing tells me you're pretending to be asleep.
Says who? You woke me up. What are you going to do about it?
I can put you back to sleep if you'd like.
Oh. Why does it sound scary? That won't be necessary. I'm gonna take it. A mischievous idea pops into my head. I pluck the sunglasses off. The light is too harsh. I'm borrowing these. I rest my head on his shoulder, but it's not enough. I pat his chest. What a nice pillow. I'm borrowing this too. KMC. Okay. Own it, queen. Claim it. I snuggle up against him, trying to find a warm, comfortable spot in his embrace.
Is there anything else? We might as well deal with them now.
A blanket will be nice. It's freezing in the Valkyrie. Maybe I can use your coat. Woman is trying to strip this man down. And I'm here
If you're
for
keen
it.
on turning a battleship into your bedroom, I can always enroll you in the course for tactical simulation and field survival.
Or a bedchamber.
You'll get to sleep in one for a month.
Stop twisting my words. I'm going to sleep now. Feeling Zayne move, I protest immediately. Surely the mighty Grand General wouldn't deny someone her sleep. Am I mistaken, my dearest preceptor?
If you want to sleep, do so properly. Stop squirming.
He's so literal. He holds me in his arms and I feel warmer. Joel, Plexu, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. You're always stopping me from doing things. Why is this an exception?
I can't forbid someone from sleeping. And once you wake up, you'll be well rested. It's perfect for having a long night filled with lessons.
Maybe you shouldn't wake me up. My eyelids grow heavy. What started as a prank to annoy Zayne is giving way to genuine drowsiness. Zayne officially came of age today. I wish time could stop at this moment. Soon I return to the palace and become the Empress. An Empress has a lot of power, and you have your own authority. When the day comes, can we still be like this? I feel Zayne holding me closer, but it might be a figment of my imagination.
No. When you ascend the throne, individuals whose power rivals yours will become your enemy. This also applies to those who are weaker than you. And it includes me. When that time comes, I won't only be stopping you from sneaking out to have fun. I will counter every decision you make.
I don't mind. I'm barely awake, but I refuse to concede defeat. I push the sunglasses up and look at him. I never needed anyone's permission to do what I want. Just before I drift off, I think I hear Zayne's soft, almost approving chuckle, then something warm is draped over me. It's his coat. Why are they so sweet? It's cold. I tighten my grip on the coat that's draped over me. But now what I'm lying on feels hard and unforgiving. Shaking my head, I notice how something's not right. Open my eyes. Alright, we're back to the present. With Zayne's coat covering me, I'm lying in one of Valkyrie's plush seats. Above me is a battleship's damaged hull. Memories of Hellrun's attack flood into my mind. Fully awake, I realize I was dreaming. Why was it about my coming-of-age ceremony? Many years have passed since then. I slowly sit up. Zayne is at the pilot's console and calibrating the battleship system. From the window, I can see night has fallen.
How are you feeling?
My shoulders are sore.
You don't have external wounds. However, you should drink something to replenish your energy.
I take the bottle from Zayne and return his coat to him. Seeing that I'm alright, Zayne turns back to the battleship system and what now? His back is exposed to me. The sword he gave me is within arm's reach. Oh! The truth is, after my coming of age ceremony, I have had countless opportunities to get rid of him with the most underhanded of means, but I never did. It's because of his victories on the battlefield. He's my most capable subordinate, and I take a sip of the drink. Also because of these acts of kindness that have nothing to do with power.
The main power module reboot has failed.
We're stranded here for now, but the comms module wasn't badly damaged. It's already been repaired.
Zayne accesses the comms channel and connects to Imperial Central Command. A familiar voice comes through.
Your Majesty, are you alright?
I'm well. What's the current situation in the Empire? My secretary quickly briefs me on what happened since our emergency landing. War had broken out at a terrifying speed, but the military launched a counterattack based on the contingency plans we left and kept losses to a minimum.
The readings show that Valkyrie's power module is severely damaged. Should we dispatch a fleet to retrieve you?
Anyone who wants to approach planet Valkyrie will have to navigate an active war zone. It's safer to remain here.
The planet was decommissioned during the defense reforms I spearheaded, but its basic defensive systems were never dismantled. It still retains some capacity for stealth and counterattacks. We'll issue commands from here. What I need you to do is leak a report that Hellrun's ambush failed, so we safely return to the capital. The Imperial Army will make Hellrun pay.
Understood, Your Majesty.
As I speak, I watch Zayne's reaction. If the Trill is colluding with Hellrun, then this will be the perfect opportunity to find out. Confrontation time. No worries, Trex. Have a wonderful sleep. Over the next few days, Zayne and I methodically repair the battleship. We reactivate the Academy's decommissioned services bots and take up residence in the old dormitories. Sometimes when I wake up to the dorm's familiar ceiling, I feel slightly disoriented. It's as if I'm still the crown princess studying the academy, and my relationship with Zayne had yet to become complicated. On planet Valkyrie, the days and nights are naturally long. The atmospheric dome is still broken. It glitches out again as Zayne and I finish repairing the Valkyrie's hull. We sit on top of the starship and idly watch a star sink toward the horizon. Time seems so leisurely pass, and our breathing slows with it. I nudge Zayne's knee with mine. Before the Valkyrie went down, you said you were sorry. What were you talking about?
It was nonsense. Don't think too much about it.
No, don't be like that. I don't believe you. Zayne puts away his toolbox. His gaze follows the star with the Academy's forest lying in the distance.
That tree in the palace. The one that has yet to bloom. You transplanted it from the Academy, yes?
I did, but who knew it'll stop blooming once it moved? Why do you think it's so stubborn? I turn to Zayne's face toward me, and what I'm trying to imply is clear. Should I resort to something more extreme, I could cut off its favorite sweet water supply, or I could mess with its lush leaves. Zayne's eyes crinkles with amusement, but I'm taken aback. I haven't seen him smile like that in a long time.
Your expression tells me that you can't believe I'm capable of smiling.
Oh, Zayne's smile is so pretty though. You should smile more, Zayne. I haven't seen enough.
The novelty will inevitably wear off.
I doubt it. No matter what happens, I'll always want to see you smile more. Why, this is so sweet. More time passes, the star sinks below the horizon and rises once more. One morning, an escort starship lands on the planet Valkyrie. After clearing out the ambushes, Zayne's personal guards arrive to assist us. They bring with them the tidings of war. The tactical classroom is converted into a command center, where daily strategy meetings are held. The situation becomes clearer. Fortress No. 1 has played a critical role in this war. Soon, we'll be leaving planet Valkyrie. But I haven't forgotten Mayor Waze's accusation against Zayne. Under the guise of repairing the battleship, I've been searching for clues with remote assistance from Secretary these past few days.
Highest clearance level has been granted.
I press the key, and the erased classified data is restored. Whether or not Zayne colluded with Howron will soon be revealed. Confirm. A stream of data floods the screen. 3 automatically logged flight paths appear before me. Zayne met with the Howron at the border more than once. I can't believe he could tolerate making deals with such a man. There's also a heavily encrypted attachment. The password is... I tentatively type in a string of numbers. It's my birthday, the day when I'll be a little older. I don't know whether to feel bitter or glad. The decrypted files reveals an agreement. There are only a few clauses, but they spell out every step of Stein's rebellion in a great detail. Zayne would instruct Mayor Waze, who was stationed at the border, to secretly help Howron usurp power, seize the Stein galaxy, and declare secession. Once Waze defected, Zayne would step into the suppress rebellion, which gave him a legitimate reason to take command of Fortress No. 1 and weaken the Empress's authority. Then Zayne would quell the unrest caused by the civil war in the Empire and seize power for himself. The final line of agreement states that Empress will be handed over to Zayne. He'll take her life to ensure she could never oppose him again. The star is falling and I hear distant rumbling. Only when I close my eyes can I hear it clearly. Oh my god, the dialogue needs to stop skipping. It sounds from a deep within my heart. So you've been plotting against me this whole time. Assuming this is true, then I no longer need to waver about standing against Zayne. Begin immediate preparations for a military tribunal against Zayne.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Oh, she's calling it. Everything will be set in motion once we leave planet Valkyrie and return to the Empire.
What are you doing?
I hear a voice behind me. My hand jerks as it twitches screens and disconnects the comms channel. Zayne walks in. I avert my gaze, not wanting to look at him. I respond half-heartedly. I'm looking around, killing time. Is the council war over? Zayne nods and takes a pilot's seat. It's only then I realize I switched the screen to a combat simulation.
Were you waiting for me?
Wordlessly, I sit down, press start, and choose a defending side as usual. The simulation begins. Zayne's primary target is Strategic Fortress. The fortress's defense is sluggish. It falls to Zayne in moments. I'll let you have it.
That's a new excuse.
I flawlessly counter Zayne's subsequent attacks and let him believe I made a careless mistake. Patiently, I set up a trap that spans the entire board. Finally.
I suppose I lost.
Yes, it's about time you did. I stand up. A resolve that doesn't falter is needed to defeat Zayne. He once told me that for the sake of victory, one must sometimes sacrifice what matters the most. At long last, I've made up my mind. I'm determined to turn the tide of this war. This means I'm determined to sacrifice Zayne. Oh shit. The war between the Empire and the Stein galaxy intensified, with Zayne leading the military. Helron's forces crumbled. We received a report from the front lines. Helron has been captured alive and is being held in border prison. Despite the trouble he's caused, Zayne and I have a strange, unspoken agreement to never mention his name again. 2 days later, the Valkyrie's repairs are complete. We set a course to return to the Empire. As we head back, I close my eyes and pretend to sleep, but my mind races. Zayne is always cautious. To ensure I deal a decisive strike, I need more evidence. Where's his testimony, the recovered data from the battleship in Helron? Nothing could carry more weight than a confession from the leader of the Stein Galaxy. I can't afford to keep delaying things. I must see him in person. Gauging our distance to the border prison, I pull up the navigation system and change our destination.
You've changed our course?
I'm going to interrogate Helron?
You can leave that to your subordinates. Our current priority is to return to the Empire so all the factions can see you're safe and sound.
Hi, Scion. I let out a cold laugh, and my voice drips with sarcasm. You don't want me to go? Are you afraid of what Helron might tell me about you? Suddenly changing our course was a calculated move to catch Zayne off guard. And Zayne, a master in handling emergencies, is now uncharacteristically silent.
You
should address me as Your Majesty. After the Valkyrie lands at the border prison, I activate the battleship's internal comms and summon Zayne's personal guards. Secure the Valkyrie. Unless I give the order, Zayne cannot leave the battleship. No one is allowed to approach him. The guard freezes and looks at Zayne, the Grand General they've always served. You didn't hear me? The air grows so cold that it feels solid. A moment passes before the guards slowly surround Zayne. If you fail, you shall share the burden of his guilt. I look at Zayne again. He shows neither anger nor panic. He doesn't even ask what crime I intend to charge him with, though my decision never required his approval. Interrogation room? Is this from Catch-22, by the way? Helron is brought in, and there isn't a scratch on him. I suspect he surrendered to the Imperial soldiers with little to no resistance. You're a smart man, so I only asked this once. The smuggling of weapons between you and Zayne. With someone like him, honesty won't get you anywhere. I'll put extra stress on arms smuggling and watch Helron's reaction closely. Did you approach Zayne first, or did Zayne contact you?
How did you find out? He came to me, of course. Your Majesty's rewards weren't enough for him, so he decided to fill his own pockets.
But do we believe him? I see. So you have no idea what the agreement was about. I deliberately substituted the coup with smuggling, and he didn't even notice.
Does it matter? Isn't it better to let a misunderstanding work in your favor? Your Majesty, you can order me to testify against Zayne. I am here to serve. I promise you won't regret it.
He's trying to do his best to persuade me, but I don't hear a word he's saying. If Halron knew nothing about an agreement, then where did the hidden document I found come from? Trembling like a leaf, Waze is cowering on the floor before me. There's not a single trace of the mayor he once was.
The Grand General's treason. I don't know anything.
This is your own confession, yet you claim to know nothing. I don't have all day to play games with you, or would you rather have a little chat with Zayne?
Wait, I'll talk!
Oh? Mentioning Zayne's name is enough to make him deflate like a punctured sack of flour. He tells me everything. Whew. Everyone knew that Fortress Number 1 was impregnable. No one could ever conquer it, and Waze believed that too. So he postponed routine inspections and cut corners on security patrols when he realized his negligence had created a fatal vulnerability in their defenses. Stein's forces had already broken through. In his panic, Waze chose to defect to the Stein Galaxy to save himself.
But in the end, the Grand General captured me and brought me back.
And the confession?
I didn't do it willingly, Your Majesty. On that day, visiting hours were over when someone approached my cell.
I try to keep my breathing steady.
It was the Grand General. He forced me to accuse him of treason.
You can start preparing your statement now.
Grand General, you're joking, yes?
Several ice shard pins Waze's prison uniform in place.
I understand. You were my accomplice in betraying the Empire.
Are you playing make-believe?
Zayne gambled with the Imperial defenses. He ordered me to lose so Stein's forces could invade.
That's not heinous enough.
He promised he'd let me go, but he went back on his word and arrested me. Then he tortured me.
Continue.
Zayne also said that the Empress is unfit to rule the Empire. He'd inevitably kill her.
Excellent.
Grand General, if this confession falls into the Empress's hands, she could use it to get rid of you. The Empress controls the court, and the nobles who support you will flock to her side. Her authority will be absolute.
An Empress with absolute power. Is there anything wrong with that?
Hi, Livy. No, he didn't. He's sacrificing himself. My heart is pounding. I don't remember how I made it out of the border prison. The young Empress needed a political opponent, a rival to keep her in check. If it wasn't Zayne, then it would be one of the nobles who were watching her like a hawk. Zayne was the person she knew and trusted the most. With him, she could sit securely on her throne. In time, the Empress began to demonstrate her ambition and talent. If Zayne remained, a civil war might break out. Uh-oh. Zayne! So there's only one solution. Once a giant was brought down, the Empress could rule over a unified empire. For a moment, I remember the combat simulation aboard the Valkyrie. Did I actually defeat Zayne?
Your Majesty, an urgent military report has arrived.
The secretary hurries toward me and I grab her arm. Immediately cancel the military tribunal for Zayne.
Your Majesty, it's too late. The military has already announced charges of treason against the Grand General to the public.
No!
The entire Empire knows the Grand General has betrayed the Empire. And you.
Fuck. The evidence the military received, it could have only been provided by Zayne himself. He sacrificed his own reputation to give me the one gift I've always wanted. Oh my god. The anger and frustration I've suppressed for so long burst like water surging through a broken dam. I storm onto the battleship as soon as I'm through the hatch. I see the guards assigned to Zayne. They're nothing more than unmoving pillars of ice. Take a few steps and the hatch closes behind me. The battleship's engines roar to life. I don't care where it's going, I only want to find Zayne and demand an answer.
Coordinates confirmed. Returning to Allure.
Zayne! 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 MC!
You're here?
Are you eager to face judgment? Allow me to be your judge then.
Ooh!
Execute him! Do I have to?
This spaceship will return to its home planet. But we can never go back to what we were.
Girlie, just let it go. Sit on his lap.
I gave you that sword, and you wield it well.
Break free? I kinda don't wanna. I wanna stay in this embrace. Wait! Okay. Okay, Queen! Oh, he likes that.
I've told you before.
Oh, he
You
likes
must
that!
never show mercy to traitors.
Check. Oh. I can't with these two. He knew this whole time. Power can't tempt you, and it can't tell me to hurt you. Yes! Love
Your
Hazel.
Majesty, this is the price of mercy.
Keep going. Oh, the pull in. Oh, that was scrumptious. Oh, the little. Oh.
Yes.
Zayne! Please! That was so precious! That was so precious! Okay, continue.
The very betrayal I've committed. Consider it my final lesson.
Oh!
Congratulations, you've matured.
Okay, that's a wild sentence.
My Empress.
Oh my lord. Oh. That was a steamy scene. That was great. Like, you know when you read and watch movies or shows where scenes where there's a lot of like anticipation, heat, rivalry, anger, and then you get like that tension? That was that tension! The heated rivalry. News of Zayne's treason spread throughout the Empire overnight. The public's fury overwhelmed reason. In the ensuing outrage, military authority was smoothly transferred into my hands. I officially began my reign without the delicate balance of power Zayne had created. The Empire ran with exceptional efficiency, and the leeches who once tried to bargain with me could only bow their heads in submission. But Zayne's fate remained a thorn in my side. My position prevented me from publicly exonerating Zayne. It appears though I was acting on personal feelings, and it would destabilize the political situation I secured. With my tacit approval, two groups appeared before me. Noting the political situation, one faction did everything in their power to slander Zayne, diminish their accomplishments, and exaggerate his ambitions. The other argued fiercely on Zayne's behalf and begged me to restore his status and honor. After a heated public debate, I gave my verdict. Zayne will be confined to his home planet. He was forbidden from taking a single step outside of it. After a long day of tedious Imperial affairs, I deftly open a window and board my private vessel when no one is watching. I use a familiar route to reach Zayne's home planet. It's late, but Zayne is still awake. He's living a life of leisure now. He spends his days reading, eating desserts, and making ice sculptures. He even found the time to write 142 treatises on military strategy. When I find him, he's resting on a lounge chair. A neat row of small ice sculptures rests at his feet. He looks so good and happy. I know you're not asleep. Stop pretending.
And what's your excuse for neglecting your duties this time, Your Majesty?
The tree in the palace has bloomed, you lazy man. I gently tuck a flower into his lapel. I picked this up from under the tree. If you want to see what it looks like when it's in full bloom, you should return to the palace soon.
So you're visiting because of the flower?
I'm here for you, of course. With a huff, I give him a new verdict. Within 2 years, I'll find a way to revoke my previous sentence and restore your honor. And when I do, you'll be in charge of running the military academy. Instead of getting up, Zayne only settles deep into his lounge chair. His smile never leaves his face. Did you hear me? 2 years is too long as it is. Stop grinning.
But I recall you saying you wanted me to smile more.
Oh! I lean down to tease him, but he pulls me
I
into
only
his
have
arms.
2 years of peace and quiet left. I should make the most of it and rest while I can.
Nestled in his embrace, I look at the stars and remember the first time I met Zayne. That night was exactly like this. Back then, it took me a significant amount of effort to track Zayne down. I flew my spaceship alone across a half galaxy and landed here.
Could it even be called a landing? Based on what I remember, it was more like a crash. When you saw me, your first words weren't a request for help. You demanded me to be your advisor and help you claim the throne.
He refused and handed me an acceptance letter to the military academy. It was a test. And now I've approached him again for the same reason. I want him to rule the Empire with me. I hold out my hand. What will you give me this time? Zayne places his palm over mine.
Myself.
Oh! The ring! I smile and take his hand.
Myself.
Oh! Please. So sweet. Anger once clouded their judgment, and power once consumed their reason. On the path to reach the pinnacle of power, the Empress raised her sword only to gently lay it down. The Grand General, who was a single step away from the throne, turned and left. Two hearts that once burned for power soon trembled for love. Two hearts that once burned for power soon trembled for love. I was a little bit worried that it will go into depression mode, but we are okay. We are okay. Yay! I'm glad. I'm glad that turned out alright. That kindled was delicious.